Ladies and gentlemen, your Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics presented by Kimco. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for the Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics here tonight. They will go 30 green flag laps presented by Subaru of Charlottetown. We will begin shotgun on the field. A former competitor with the Atlantic Modified Tour and the Eastern Super Mini Cup Series. From the beautiful Miramichi, please welcome Stephen Curtis. Next on the grid, driving one of the two modifieds in the field tonight. Please welcome the U2 from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. It's Patty Lawrence. Driving the Junior Kelly colors in car number 50. The driver comes to us from Hubli, Nova Scotia, former pro stock competitor. Please welcome Stacy Clements. Longtime 660 fans will know driver number 55. The driver comes to us from Sheffield, New Brunswick. Please welcome Donnie Young. In behind the wheel of car number 99, beautiful looking Camaro. For the driver from Windsor Junction, please welcome Peter Lawrence. From Mount Uniacke, in behind the wheel of the 1971 Dodge Demon, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jim Rankin. From Sackville, in the Bobby Allison colors, Aerotech engines on the side of that race car, please welcome Jeff Ainsley. On the outside of row number 2, the OK Tire number 23, the driver comes to us from Shubenacadie, Nova Scotia. Please welcome Chris Dingle. Car number 35, the driver from Brookfield, Nova Scotia. On the inside of row number 2, let's welcome Lori Hutt. On the outside of row number 1, the DLL Restorations Chevy Monza. Car number 76, a heat winner earlier this evening. Please welcome Barry Hubli. He ran in the first 250 ever at Riverside International Speedway. Car number 10 will start on pole position from Sackville. It's the midsizer, Ron Heffler. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Subaru of Charlottetown Classic is up next, and these drivers need one thing to get going, so we're going to ask your help as well. Drivers, start your engines! "30 laps of distance, your Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics presented by Kimco. Racing in support of the IWK Children's Hospital. They will roll under pace laps here at Oyster Bed Speedway, their lone trip to Prince Edward Island in the 2024 racing season. Big thanks goes out to the Steel Auto Group, M&R Auto Pro out of Gander, Newfoundland, Dartmouth Metals Maritime Car Wash, the presenting marketing partners of the Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics. In behind the parts for trucks, pace car, Billy Powell Jr. on the flag stand. Going to get the drivers double up. It's Ron Heffler on the inside of row number 1. Barry Hubli to his outside. Lori Hutt in the 35. Chris Dingle in the 23. Who will it be when all is said and done this evening? Their next event is part of the Summer Clash 250 weekend in Halifax in just a week or so. This time by race fans, let's send these drivers off, send them off. Let's wave off the Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics. This is the Subaru of Charlottetown Classic. Camaro in the front row. Chevy Monza to his outside. 1 to go, signal, lights out on the Parts for Trucks pace car. Last call for 50-50. If you haven't had a chance to get your 50-50 tickets, this is your last opportunity. Rolling through 3 and 4, the Subaru Charlottetown Classic is underway. Green flag is out, 30 green flag laps as the sun begins to set at Oyster Bed Speedway. Who is going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Ron Heffler just by a bumper. Heffler side by side with Barry Hubley in the 76. Lori Hutt looks to the inside on Chris Dingle. Dingle in the 23 will make the pass to the outside. Further back, Jeff Ainsley on the move. He works under the 63 of Jim Rankin. Peter Lawrence in the 99. Just outside of the top 5, but he'll look under Jim Rankin now. The Mount Uniac driver might be on his way backwards. Hubley in the 76, that car was tore up just a couple of events ago, and they have scrambled to get that car back together. Single file for a couple of places back. In behind your top 2, they continue to run side by side, 6 laps complete. Top 3 have broken away from the rest of the field. Lori Hutt falling into the clutches of the 99 of Peter Lawrence. Jeff Ainsley rolls the outside. Ainsley in the 12 is on the move, down the backstretch. The Sackville driver up to the 4th spot. Lori Hutt has fallen back outside of the top 5. Could there be an issue with that 35 car? Just a hair's touch of contact between your top 2. They might have touched wheels for a half a second. Ron Heffler in the 10, up to the top spot. The Minnescizer doing pretty well for himself. But further back, Jeff Ainsley has picked off cars, and how about the 50th, Stacy Clements? Clements now underneath of the 23 of Chris Dingle. Clements has made his way up to the top 5, but looking for more. Jeff Ainsley up to the runner-up spot now. Barry Hubley has maybe dropped back to the 3rd. Hubley will clear in the 76, but now he has left the door open. Stacy Clements is on the move. Clements from deep in this field, and car number 50 up onto the podium, but Barry Hubley is going to have something to say about it. 15 up this time by, and 15 to go. Ron Heffler in command of this race up front. Side-by-side battles for 2nd, side-by-side battle for the 4th spot. Hubley in the 76 now. Trying to fall back in line behind Jeff Ainsley. Hubley rolls the outside once again, gets a good advantage through 3 and 4. He'll continue to run even with a 12 car. Speaking of drivers on the move, how about Patty Lawrence, the Dartmouth driver? Trying to bring home some hardware to show off at Steel Volkswagen. Stephen Curtis has gone down a lap. Now Ron Heffler continues to lead by a straightaway over Barry Hubley. Hubley, big move on the brakes there to clear the position. Jeff Ainsley is not going to be thrilled about that one. Ainsley will try to get the runner-up spot. Nine to go. That is the battle on the racetrack. The 12, the 76, the 50, and the 23. 4 cars under a blanket. They will approach lap traffic. Rory Hutt started on the inside of row number 2 and is in danger of going down the lap in the late stages of this one. Heffler is out on a Saturday night drive. Ainsley in second, Barry Hubley in third. Hubley under fire from the 50 of Stacy Clements. Oh, Dingle's going to go for a slide. Is he going to save it? He'll lock it down. Dingle will keep the hammer to it. Heffler up front. Jeff Ainsley now in second. Stacy Clements third, and it's a long way back to Peter Lawrence. 3 to go. This time across the stripe from Billy Powell Jr. Popsicle 6 in the air. 2 to go for Ron Heffler. Jeff Ainsley holds on to second for now. Peter Lawrence has really closed in on second and third. This is not over yet. White flag in the air. 1 to go for Ron Heffler. Jeff Ainsley in the 12, Stacy Clements in the 50. That might round out the podium. Peter Lawrence is going to try something on the last lap. Checkered flag in the air. Ron Heffler's going to win it. Ainsley holds on for second. Stacy Clements third. Peter Lawrence fourth. And Barry Hubley will round out your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we will head down trackside. Ladies and gentlemen, your Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classics. He's going to climb on out of the race car. Dominating performance and a big night for car number 10, your Subaru of Charlottetown Classic winner. Let's hear for Ron Heffler. Ron's going to celebrate here in Victory Lane. Ron, what a run here tonight. That car was on rails.
Thank you. This happens to be one of the reasons we run here because of the Subaru of Charlottetown being a great sponsor and bringing us over here. And this happens to be a replica of a car I ran in the first Riverside 250 in 1977 that I just built this year, and happens to be an old chassis that a local guy here, Matt Palmer, had and raced here for a couple of years that he won championships. So it seems to still be working good. Thank you.
You love racing with these Heart of a Champion hot rod guys. Obviously, you guys, as I saw earlier, it's a big effort down there. But you guys all work really well together.
Yeah, we try hard. I mean, there are instances that happen, but we try to overcome those. And we're kind of a good group of guys together and girls, and we all kind of work together. And Patty Lawrence has done an excellent job putting this series together and bringing all the guys back to racing they used to race here.
We'll let you celebrate this win. If you got any sponsors on the car, let's give them their thanks here tonight.
Well, you lost it. There.
Chest 1, 2. There.
Okay, the biggest one that we have, the Kinsman Club of Sackville bought T-shirts and paid for them. We sell them for $20, and all the money goes to IWK, the whole $20. And that's part of our raising funds for the IWK. So we try and contribute. Well, Subaru Charlottetown, I mentioned earlier. I said thank them for bringing us here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Ron Heffler, tonight's Subaru of Charlottetown Classic winner. Third place run here tonight. We'll get him to come on over here. Let's hear it for Stacy Clements. Get you to come over here. What a great run here tonight. Late in the going there, this car really came to life and ended up on the podium. Let's talk about your race.
Yeah, we kind of had to dodge a few bullets there, and we just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. And a couple more laps, we might have got up to second. I don't think we had anything for Ronnie, but what a great to see Ronnie win. We're just a bunch of old guys, and we're just having fun. I hope everybody enjoys what we do. Thank Subaru Charlottetown, Oyster Bed, the track, Chris. And everybody involved in this is just, we love coming here, and it's so much fun.
You got some sponsors on the car as well. Let's give them their thanks.
Oh, yes, we have a new sponsor. So we got Levy Pool and Spas, Time HVAC. Wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here.
That's Stacy Clements' third place run here tonight. Let's hear it for him. And a second place run for driver number 12 as he worked his way through the field. Let's hear for Jeff Ainsley, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, another great run here tonight. This car was a rocket ship and ended up on the podium. Overheated a little bit, but you know what? That's all right. We get some hardware at the end of it.
I'll tell you right now, that car is doing the exact same thing I'm doing in this suit right now. Man, it's some hot and muggy out here. Congrats to Ron. Ron's my father-in-law, so, like, you know, it's kind of hard chasing him here tonight, so I was, right? So, yeah, no, I want to really thank Subaru of Charlottetown. I want to thank Napa Auto in Gander, Newfoundland, Kimco, also Dartmouth Metals, everyone that helps us put this series on. We don't do this for the money. We're doing this to help raise money for the IWK. Yesterday we had a big barbecue at Subaru of Charlottetown. They raised $378 at the barbecue. So I mean, for the years we've donated, it's going to be close to over 20 grand at the end of this year. So that's what we do this for. So it's and to do this in front of you guys too, right? So it's absolutely wonderful. Sorry that the car overheated though. Power.
some sponsors on the car. Jeff, let's give them their thanks here tonight before we close things up.
Absolutely. I want to thank Boudreaux's Boat Builders. I want to thank VMG Marine, Aerotech Engines, also 1411 Properties, and 2020 Consulting Limited. So thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fainsley comes home second place here tonight. Let's hear it for your Heart of a Champion Hot Rod Classic drivers. We will head up topside as the drivers, the cars and stars roll out onto the speedway in a few moments' time for the Chapman Bros Construction, presented by Hynes Paving, round number 5 of the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series here in 2024. Folks, get out your 50-50 tickets now. Now is your opportunity to win $635 in the 50-50. It is a blue ticket, 0014-1585. Once again, that's 0014-1585 in the 50-50. If that is your blue ticket, head on down to the booth underneath the main announcer's tower and pick up your $635. While you're down there, think about buying some Oyster Bed Speedway merch. They've got hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all kinds of things down there, so be sure to stop on in and grab some official track memorabilia. Show of hands, who's here for the first time at Oyster Bed Speedway? Anybody here for the first time? Well, we got a couple of people. There we go. Think about grabbing an Oyster Bed Speedway t-shirt before the night is over. Once again, want to say hello to the folks at EIT Race Radios. Brent Rowley is here once again, and he's got 2 free tickets to give away to the 2024 Yard Gear 250 at Speedway 660 on Sunday, September 1st. All you got to do is have some sort of transaction with Brent. Maybe you rent a scanner, maybe you grab some batteries for a radio, maybe you grab a checkered flag, whatever it is. And for every transaction, you'll get 1 ballot entered into the draw, and the draw will be made at Riverglade Speedway's 60th anniversary event on Saturday, August 24th. Once again, stop on by and talk to Brent Rowley from EIT Race Radios. He's got some tickets to give away to this year's Yard Gear 250. Jeff Ainsley going to get a little bit of help from the Chapel Towing tow truck. A beautiful evening for racing here at Oyster Bed Speedway. If you haven't had an opportunity to do so, grab your phones right now. Take out your phones. Head to Facebook. Give us a like on our Facebook page at Super Late Model Series. You can head to Instagram as well. Give us a follow there. And, of course, you can check out our YouTube channel as well, where we have full race replays of each and every round that we have run so far since round number 1 last season, our inaugural round. The cars and stars of the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series will roll out onto the speedway. We are set to introduce the drivers to you. Congratulations goes out to Josh Levy of Dartmouth, winning tonight's 50-50, $635 in his pocket. Well, Josh, you know what? Popcorn chicken's on you tonight. "19 of Atlantic Canada's best roll out onto the front stretch at Oyster Bed Speedway. And we will introduce to you the starting lineup for tonight's Chapman Brothers Construction 150, presented by Hynes Paving. Round number 5 of the 2024 Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series season. Round number 6 will come in 2 weeks' time at Speedway 660. That will decide the championship with the Recar 150, presented by Wonder Auto and Tire. Race fans, when we get to your favorite driver, make sure to cheer them on as loud as you can. Gary Elliott will climb from the race car. 19 of Atlantic Canada's best, ready to be introduced to you on the front stretch of Oyster Bed Speedway. Before we get to that, I got one question I got to ask everybody, and I want to hear from every single person on the property. Doesn't matter where you're sitting at the racetrack. If you're down in the pits as well, does not matter. I got one question to ask you. Oyster Bed Speedway, are you ready? Starting shotgun on the grid. It's the Quaker State, Truro Mazda, Robbie's Towing, a Chevrolet. The driver from Murray Siding, Nova Scotia. Please welcome Gary Elliott. McCory's meets Livingston Steel on car number 22, a new ride for the West Covet Prince Edward Island driver. Please welcome Brody Lewis. Pubs Drive-Through Bottle Exchange, Kings County Auto and Canadian Tire on car number 27. From Barnesville, New Brunswick, please welcome Curtis Collins. Robert Curtis at Keller Williams, Hope City, Hanscom's Auto Body, New Denmark Auto on car number 81. The driver made the 6-hour ride here from New Denmark. Please welcome Ian Rasmussen. Easy-Kleen Pressure Systems and Auto Body Plus on car number 97. A 3-time Pro Stock champion in New Brunswick. Please welcome Chris Duncan. JS Plumbing, Livingston Steel, Chris Fournier Remax on the King Competition prepared entry. The driver comes to us from beautiful Charlottetown. Please welcome Troy Burke. Your points leader and all-time wins leader drives for White Lightning Auto Center, Empire Luxury Limousines, Baisley's, and Vine Construction. From the Miramichi, please welcome Ashton Tucker. On the outside of row number 6, it's the McLaughlin Roof Trusses, McLaughlin's Overhead Doors, Waterfront Pub and Eatery, Dana's Collision number 1, Big Orange, Ryan Messer. 2 is inside, driving for Anderson's Automotive and R. Stevens Mechanical, a former Riverglade International and IWK 250 champion from Crapo, Prince Edward Island. Please welcome Kent Vincent. Car number 24, next on the grid, the youngster from Summerside, Prince Edward Island. It's the JS Plumbing, Chris Fournier Remax, Rayners Automotive, number 24, Tanton Woolridge. Darcy Tucker Holdings Limited, Northside Auto, the Country Roofer on car number 52 from Bainville. Please welcome Dustin Tucker. Outside of row number 4, it was a clean sweep 1 week ago at Speedway 660. The AE Horn & Sons Offshore Canada Logistics, Top Shelf Cabinets, and Beaver Brokerage. Number 20, it's Greg Fay. Bayview Transport, Shoreland Transport, GD Fabrication on a car number 43 from St. Martin's. Please welcome Hudson Weston. Outside of row number 3, a winner on this weekend 1 year ago. It's the Nav Canada Picket Care and Clam Diggers Beach House. Number 16 from Cornwall, Prince Edward Island, it's Dylan Gosby. Twice he's been runner-up here, looking to win his first Super Late Model Series race. It's the Shaw's Towing, Kears Ventilation, McKinnon Brothers Service Center, number 18 from Charlottetown. Please welcome Darren McKinnon. Car number 83, next on the grid. It's the Plant Seafood Chris Fournier Remax King Competition, number 83, now hailing from New Glasgow. Please welcome Corey Hall. Newly engaged and fresh off a big win 1 week ago, the Rice and Construction, Beaton Racing, Dan McGrath, Smith Electrical, number 40, from Sherwood, Prince Edward Island. Please welcome Robbie McEwen. Your 2-Speed Motorsports Outside Pole Award winner drives for Pubs Drive-Thru Bottle Exchange, Doherty and Fullerton and Maple Syrup, and Kings County Auto, car number 23, Lonnie Somerville. This could be the final time you see car number 29 on the high banks of Oyster Bed Speedway. It's the Atlantic Dodge Dealers, Loyalist Holdings, Nick's Towing at number 29. From beautiful Springvale, it's the EIT Race Radio's Pole Award winner for tonight, Greg Proud. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask everybody now to please rise as you are able. Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Drivers, crew members, race fans, it's time. This is the Chapman Brothers Construction 150 presented by Hynes Paving. Folks, let's give them a big round of applause here tonight. They got a big crew out here tonight to enjoy tonight's racing. Let's give them a big round of applause. Want to say hello, of course, to our title sponsor, folks that are here tonight from Easy-Kleen Pressure Systems. Let's give them a big round of applause here tonight as well. Crew members, when your driver is strapped into the race car and ready to go, we ask that you put one hand high up in the air. That is the signal to us, to the race fans, to your fellow competitors, that you are ready for competition. Some of the big storylines coming into tonight's race, of course. You got to look at that battle between the 83 and the 2, as we've seen probably the last year. Corey Hall, Ashton Tucker, they have been trading race wins all season long. Well, Corey Hall's starting up towards the front of the field, but Ashton Tucker, as the previous winner at Petty International Raceway on July 6th, has to start no better than 50% of the way through the field, and that does include his passing point score as well, so he probably finds himself back a couple of more positions than he would like to, but don't discount that 2 car. A couple of dark horse picks here tonight are maybe just around that 2 car. How about the 8 of Kent Vincent? The Anderson Automotive team has got that car working right. We'll see if he could be there at the end of 150 laps. And the guy in front of him, Dustin Tucker, has got that car figured out here tonight. What we'll have over the course of the 150, well, of course, we're going to find out. Darren McKinnon, probably tired of being the bridesmaid, wants to be the bride and wants to pull into victory lane. He's got a long winless streak that he would like to snap. Robbie McEwen just ahead of him. A big night last night for the Islanders, or a big night last weekend for all the Islanders, as Robbie McEwen went to victory lane in his home race in the BJ's Truck Center 150. Once again, crew members, if your driver is ready, we ask that you put one hand high up in the air. No rush, though. We will wait till everybody is ready to go. Our next event is at Speedway 660 on August 17th. It's the Recar 150 presented by Wonder Auto and Tire, your championship finale on a Saturday night in the Gary Woods. How many folks are here from Speedway 660? I noticed a couple of you this weekend. Make some noise. How many of you are here from the Fredericton area? A few of us have made the trek over the Confederation to be here. Dustin Tucker getting strapped in. Brody Lewis finishing up getting strapped in as well. Corey Hall, Dylan Gosby. Your front row getting strapped in and finalized. Who will lead lap number 1? Well, those are 2 strong race cars in that first row. You got a Fury car, you got a Hamke car on the outside. Both very, very capable. Just waiting on our pole sitter. Thanks to the folks at EIT Race Radios, it's $150 to your pole winner at each and every event. And the crew with the 16. Looks like everybody's ready to go. For the 5th time this season, and for the final time in Prince Edward Island in 2024, drivers, start your engines! 19 of it left on the high banks, Oyster Bed Speedway. A beautiful Saturday evening, 150 green flag laps on tap, presented by Chapman Bros Construction and Hynes Paving. Parts for Truck Charlottetown pace car set to pull. Regan McCauley capturing all the action from the infield, and he will head to his spot in behind one of our cameras to catch all the action. Drivers begin to roll off. We'll put some heat in those Hoosier race tires. "19 of Atlantic Canada's best." Of course, a couple of drivers on the entry list that were not able to make the call. Ryan Rains and Brandon Snow scheduled to be here. Kent Vincent has rolled to a stop on the backstretch, and he will keep going. He'll make his way up past a couple of his competitors as soon as possible. Greg Proud and Lonnie Somerville will share row number 1. Robbie McEwen and Corey Hall on row number 2. Darren McKinnon and the 16 of Dylan Gosby on row 3. The last time we had a non-Tucker or Hall winner, it was right here on the high banks, and it was Dylan Gosby who came away with the victory over Troy Burke and Ryan Messer 1 year ago. As they make their way down the front stretch and down the back stretch, driver number 29, Greg Proud. This time by race fans as they head down the backstretch. Let's give them the wave off. Let's send off the cars and stars of the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series. Wave them off, send them off down into 3. This is your chance to do so. Through 3 and 4, down the front stretch. Race fans, this is the Chapman Brothers Construction 150 presented by Hynes Paving. Round number 5 of the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series. Pace car pulls off into its position. Greg Proud on the inside of row number 1. Lonnie Somerville to his outside. Through 3 and 4, off of 4, green flag in the air. The Chapman Brothers Construction 150 is underway, and Greg Proud is going to try and lead lap number 1, and he will do so. Side by side all through the field, Corey Hall wants the spot on Robbie McEwen. Hall in behind of Lonnie Somerville now. Somerville gets the run in the inside, and wow, will protect that inside groove from the 40 of Robbie McEwen. Chris Duncan has dropped back to the rear of the field in the 97 car. It's a bit of a freight train around Lonnie Somerville. Corey Hall has gotten by. Dylan Gosby will look to do the same, and he'll bring Robbie McEwen and Darren McKinnon with them. Six laps complete, 144 to go for Greg Proud. Couple of King Prepared Fury race cars entries lead the charge. Couple of Ham Keys in behind with Gosby and Somerville. A car length separates your top two. Greg Proud looks to put the 97 down a lap. Chris Duncan in the 97, not sure what is up on the Easy-Kleen Chevy, but he's going to go down a lap. Lonnie Somerville dropping spots in a hurry. Keep an eye on Robbie McEwen. He rolls the outside in the 18. Now he'll try to do the same on Dylan Gosby. Big gaggle of cars trying to get around the 97 of Chris Duncan. And Dustin Tucker is going to be the odd man out. McEwen up to the third spot now. The 18 of Darren McKinnon up to fourth, and Dylan Gosby is now starting to drop back. Solid seventh spot at the moment for Greg Fay. Fay was the winner last weekend at Speedway 660, swept the practices, the heat race, and the feature. Single file all around Oyster Bed Speedway, Kent Vinson and the 52 of Dustin Tucker locked in a battle near the rear of the field. Chris Duncan in the 97, they have got the hood up on that race car. That may be the end of the night for the three-time Pro Stock champion. Proud has led every lap so far. 19 complete, 131 to go. Corey Hall in the 83 biding his time. Robbie McEwen in third. The 18 of Darren McKinnon back to fourth, and Dylan Gosby defending for all it's worth over Lonnie Somerville. .22 laps complete, and it's the 22 of Brody Lewis who's in danger of going down a lap. The 36 of Gary Elliott, a couple of car lengths ahead of him, also about to be lapped. Work continues on the 97 of Chris Duncan as he falls further and further down laps. Everybody pretty well single file all around Oyster Bed Speedway. Brody Lewis about to go down a lap, and he will do so. Gary Elliott next on the docket to go down a lap in the Quaker State, number 36. Greg Proud in the 29, in command of this one. 28 laps in the books. Corey Hall in the 83 has been able to close in, maybe a couple of car lengths over Proud. Robbie McEwen has settled into third. Darren McKinnon still fourth. And Dylan Gosby rounds out your top 5. Keep an eye on Ken Vincent. He's a man on a move in car number 8. Much like the past race at Spud Speedway, we could see this thing go green all the way through. Lonnie Somerville has got to the inside of Dylan Gosby now. Gosby will give way. Somerville will pick up the spot, and here comes Greg Fay to the inside. Fay in the 20. Wants to be up into that top 5, but he's got a couple of cars to get by to do so. Ashton Tucker's made a little bit of ground. He works over Hudson Weston. Weston uses the middle groove on the track, and Tucker can't make anything happen. Your top 4 have a straightaway over the 23 of Lonnie Somerville. Something has gone wrong on Kerry Elliott's car. He brings it to the pit area. The Murray siding driver may be about to call it a night. Chris Duncan has climbed from the race car. He is officially retired from the event. Darren McKinnon trying to work over the 40 of Robbie McEwen. These two have found each other in super late model races time and time again, and Curtis Collins is going to go around. Trouble lap 39. Curtis Collins finds himself backwards just on the exit of turn number 4. Caution comes out for the first time this evening. So Greg Proud has led all of 38 laps so far. Corey Hall sits second. Those last few laps, Robbie McEwen was really under pressure from Darren McKinnon. As we were just about to mention, those two have found each other gridlocked in battles throughout this entire run of Super Late Model Series races in 2023 and 2024. Lonnie Somerville made his way back into the top 5, getting past Dylan Gosby. Gosby, I think, maybe kind of let him go for the moment. See if he's got some short run speed. Greg Fay was there as well in position number 7. Greg Fay trying to get back up into the top 5. Nearly a winner at Speedway 660, but the guy who did end up winning that night in behind him, Ashton Tucker, up into the top 10. He finds himself 8th. The 43 of Hudson Weston finds himself 9th, and Big Orange, Ryan Messer, rounds out the top 10. Want to give a shout out, of course, to our sponsors, Easy-Kleen Pressure Systems, Clam Diggers Beach House, Brycon Construction, Doherty Right-of-Way Services, King Racing, and B&G Motorsports. Our race sponsors, of course, Chapman Bros Construction and Hynes Paving, Fog City Auto Spa, Castle Building Centers, Universal Truck and Trailer, Wonder Auto and Tire, Recar, and Old Fashioned Meat Market. Epic Racewear has stepped up the last couple of years to present our victory lane and make sure that we look as good as we do at the racetrack each and every event. Our contingency sponsors include Penske Shocks, Swift Springs, AFCO, Castrol, Port City Race Cars, Hyperco, 5-Star Race Car Bodies, GD Fabrication, and EIT Race Radios. along with AR Bodies, Clattenburg Racing Fabrication, DRP, Two Speed Motorsports, and Raptor Filters. All of our big marketing partners that we have with the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series in 2024. Want to send out a special hello to some drivers tuning into our live audio on Facebook. Devin Snell, a competitor with series, and Johnny Clark tuning in from Oxford, Maine. Rolling through 3 and 4, green flag in the air. The choose rule in effect, and Greg Proud chose the outside on that one. Did he choose wrong? Corey Hall draws even with him, trying to take the lead on lap number 39. Proud steps up and steps out down the backstretch. Back to the lead, and he'll try to bring Robbie McEwen with him. If Darren McKinnon's got anything for the guys ahead of him, he might want to think about moving to the outside. McEwen, side-by-side battle with that 83 car. Corey Hall is going to fight him as much as he can, but Robbie McEwen will head down into 1. And off of 2, McEwen's going to continue to get the run down the backstretch. The Sherwood driver will clear off turn 4. Darren McKinnon in the 18, fourth at the moment. Corey Hall jumps to the outside. Hall thinks he's got something in the bumper-to-bumper Chris Fournier Remax number 83. And just like that, Robbie McEwen going to lose the spot on lap number 45. It'll be 46 this time across the stripe. Interesting racing here. Nobody could seem to get away from one another. '29 of Greg Proud hasn't built up any sort of a lead so far. Little bit of a bump and run there. Darren McKinnon to the inside. McKinnon on Robbie McEwen. McEwen's white-walled the tires a little. McEwen will draw even with him. This time across the stripe, it'll be 50 laps complete and 100 to go. Ashton Tucker knocking on the door of the top 5 as well. He'll work under Greg Fay. Fay's going to give him the advantage, but he'll make Tucker work for it. That 2 car's been a little bit behind the 8 ball all day long. More bumping and rubbing, a little more contact. Robbie McEwen up the racetrack. And Darren McKinnon back to the inside. Brown in the 29 with 1 car length over Corey Hall. A battle on the racetrack is for that 3rd spot. Darren McKinnon has close to the bumper of the 40 car. Gary Elliott has called it an evening as well. He will finish 18th tonight. Good battles all around Oyster Bed Speedway. And Ashton Tucker is finally going to get the upper hand on Greg Fay. Fay is going to fall back to 8th. Tucker up to 7th from outside the top 10. Darren McKinnon back to the inside once again. He'll put the pressure to the 40 car. Robbie McEwen up the track. But McEwen continues to get a good run out of 4. And cannot make anything happen with that 40 car. Darren McKinnon underneath, a little bit of contact there. McKinnon will fall in line behind McEwen. Up front, 62 laps in the books. Greg Proud has led everyone so far. Inching towards the halfway point of this one. It's Proud, Hall, McEwen, McKinnon, and Lonnie Somerville. .66 laps in the books. And a warning to the 18 car. A rolled up black flag. A warning to the 18 of Darren McKinnon. Back to the bumper once again of the 40 car. McKinnon has got the warning a couple of times from race control. Still all over the 40 of Robbie McEwen. 70 laps complete this time. Nearly contact between Hudson Weston and the 01 of Troy Burke. Weston did a good job to save that. Dustin Tucker in the 52 hoping to dispatch of those cars in front of him so he could work his way through the field. Troy Burke is going to give way, and Hudson Weston will get by. Dustin Tucker will try to do the same. That's the battle deep in this field as the leaders close in ever more. This time across the stripe for the Springvale Prince Edward Island driver at 75 up and 75 to go. Hall can't seem to close in on Greg Proud. It's maintained about 2 car lengths between himself and the 29 car. Further back, Dylan Gosby has got by Lonnie Somerville. That's for 5th. And Ashton Tucker wants to take 6th from Somerville. Somerville's been fighting that race car all day long. Can't seem to get it to turn in the center of the corner. How about 10 Woolridge? Great run for him on the outside of the top 10. Dustin Tucker has decided it's go time. He's going to try and get rid of the 43, the 8, the 01, and the 81. Right Proud in the 29 closes in each and every lap. Darren McKinnon trying the outside on the 40, could not make it work. What a battle we've seen here tonight between those drivers. Ian Rasmussen in danger of going down a lap in the Robert Curtis at Keller Williams Hope City Dodge. Proud to the outside. Rasmussen won't fight it too much, and Proud will get by. Corey Hall is there. Well, the folks listening at home, Darren McKinnon has been all over the 40 car for the last probably 30 laps or so. He's already received black flag warnings for his driving. But car number 18 just wants to get on the podium. Dustin Tucker has made up ground, getting away from the drivers he was fighting with. "90 laps in the book, 60 to go. The Chapman Brothers Construction 150 presented by Hynes Paving. It's been an all great crowd so far in this race. Corey Hall now to the inside. He's going to try and use lap traffic as a pick. Couple of Fury cars, two battle, and Hall will lead for the first time tonight. Can Greg Proud get back around Corey Hall in the 83? Problems for Darren McKinnon in the 18 car. Something has broke on that race car. Sparks out from underneath the Shaw's Towing Chevrolet. And he is going to bring it to a stop on the racetrack. Close call for the 83 of Corey Hall. Hall, through no fault of his own, nearly into the back of the stopped 18 car. Bad break for the Charlottetown driver. Ian Rasmussen is going to make his way to the pit area. We'll see who else makes their way down. Brody Lewis in the 22, Hudson Weston in the 43. And it doesn't look like they're in any hurry to work on the 81. The 01 of Troy Burke heads to the pits as well. The 01 of Troy Burke is going to give up his Lucky Dog award as he ended up in the pit area under this caution. Hudson Weston, they're jacking up under the rear end of that race car. 22. Brody Lewis is going to come back out onto the racetrack. They're working on Ian Rasmussen's car, and they're working on the 01 of Troy Burke from my vantage point here in the tower. They'll push Rasmussen back, and I believe he's going to maybe grab a gear and keep going, hopefully. Rodney Weston, Jeff Armstrong, and the crew work over the 43. Troy Burke is going to head back out onto the racetrack, and they're having a tough time getting the 81 car fired up. They're going to push him as best they can. Maybe some sort of electrical issue, and they've got him going now. So the new Denmark team will come back out onto the racetrack. So caution flag comes out for the second time tonight on lap number 93. As Darren McKinnon came to a stop. Something broke on that race car. He's got going once again. The sparks seem to have alleviated themselves, but we will find out. Garth Wade and the crew are going to look over car number 18, a guy who's been on the podium here a couple of times. Wayne Smith looks things over. Hudson Weston back out on the racetrack as well. So it's Corey Hall just getting the lead away from the 29 of Greg Proud thanks to some lap traffic. The 40 of Robbie McEwen sits third at the moment. The 16 of Dylan Gosby is fourth. Ashton Tucker has worked his way up to the top 5. Lonnie Somerville's fallen back from his outside front row start. Ryan Messer, haven't really talked a lot about Ryan Messer tonight, but the one car has been keeping his nose clean and out of trouble. Pace car is in, lights are out, drivers have chosen. It's the 29, the 83, the 16, the 40, the 23, the 2, the 20, and the 1. Your first 4 rows through 3 and 4. One more time, green flag in the air. And Darren McKinnon is going to come back out onto the racetrack. Corey Hall going to use the outside lane and retake the top spot. Proud will defend as best he can from the 40 of Robbie McEwen. Gosby in the 16 has the spot over Ashton Tucker for now. Gosby's got a couple of tire marks up and down the side of the 16 car. "97 laps in the books. Proud in the 29 as reel back in Corey Hall. Proud has dropped back a couple of car lengths over the 83 of Hall. 100 laps complete and 50 to go. Under the lights here at Oyster Bed Speedway as the sun has set. Hall leads over Proud and McEwen. In the race, maybe Ashton Tucker can do something with the 16 of Dylan Gosby. 23, Alani Somerville under fire from Ryan Messer. Somerville up the racetrack, and Messer wants the position but can't make it happen. 10, Woolridge sits inside the top 10, and Kent Vincent is on the move. The Anderson's Automotive Crew is here tonight cheering on the Crapo driver as Vincent makes his way around Greg Fay. .108 in the books and 42 left to go for Corey Hall. It continues to be single file racing all around Oyster Bed Speedway. No side-by-side battles on track at the moment, but Ashton Tucker might be opening the door on Dylan Gosby. Tucker trying to grab fourth from the Nav Canada Toyota. Gosby lets him go, and the two of Ashton Tucker is up to fourth. .37 left to go, and it's Corey Hall in the back half of this race. Darren McKinnon looked like he was on course for a podium tonight and could be facing his second 15th place finish in a row. Stretch his lead out a couple of car lengths over the 29 of Greg Proud. Was Proud have enough to reel in the 83 car? The 22 of Brody Lewis about to go down another lap late in this event. Corey Hall has caught the quarter panel of the 22, and Lewis is going to let him go. Ian Rasmussen in danger of going down a lap. Darren McKinnon's made up a couple of spots now. Just outside the top five, Lonnie Somerville is under pressure from the one of Ryan Messer. 10 Woolridge in behind. Ken Vincent there as well. A three-car train follows the 23 of Somerville. Approaching the final 25 laps of this race. Corey Hall will head down the backstretch one more time. This time by 1:25 in the books and 25 to go for the new Glasgow driver. and Rasmussen down a lap to the 83. And Rasmussen is going to pull off. Hudson Weston could be going down a lap in the 43 car. Keep an eye on Darren McKinnon. He has dispatched to the back of the field and has caught lead lap cars and is making his way up and through. .130 in the books this time. Hudson Weston sees the bumper-to-bumper Toyota on his outside, and Weston will go down a lap. After out-driving Dylan Gosby, Ashton Tucker is now on the back of the 40 car. And Tucker wants to be on the podium. It's not over yet. 133 in the books and 16 to go. Darren McKinnon's got another 2 spots. Darren McKinnon up to 11th now. McEwen and Tucker will get around Hudson Weston. Clear sailing out front for now for the 83 of Corey Hall. Looking to tie the record set by Ashton Tucker at Petty International Raceway. .138 in the books now. It'll be 139. Right Proud in the 29. Robbie McEwen has gotten away from the 2 of Ashton Tucker. Look at all the spots Darren McKinnon has made up. McKinnon might be one of the fastest cars on the racetrack at this point in the race. 141 in the books now. Eight laps to go, and it's all Corey Hall. Troy Burke up and out of the way. Corey Hall gets by. Ken Vincent next to go down a lap. Will Hall run out of laps to put the 18 car down a lap, or the 8 car rather. This time by 145 in the books and 5 to go for Corey Hall. 10 Woolridge way up the racetrack. That opens the door for Darren McKinnon, who is now knocking on the door of 6th. Ken Vincent down a lap now in the 8 car. 3 to go. This time by 148 laps complete. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go for Corey Hall. White flag in the air, 1 to go for Corey Hall, looking to sweep at Oyster Bed Speedway. A race he should have won last week with the Pro Stock Tour. He will look for redemption, and he will find it. Corey Hall wins the Chapman Brothers Construction 150. Greg Proud second, Robbie McEwen third, Ashton Tucker fourth, and Dylan Gosby rounds out the top 5. A frantic pace here tonight, and we will head down trackside and talk to your winner in the top 3. Crew comes out to celebrate with their driver. A winner here on Father's Day weekend in dominating performance. Tonight didn't lead as many laps as he probably would have liked to, but a good handful once he got out front. The Chapman Brothers Construction 150 goes to Corey Hall. We will come in here and catch a word with driver number 83. Corey, you get the big hardware here at the end of it. But, Corey, that had to be a great drive for you out front.
Yeah, this is great. Kind of what we needed after last week, just to regroup and go back at it and do what we do. So very happy with the car.
Test 1, 2. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. We'll try this here.
Yeah, obviously, like everybody else, part of me kind of want to see Greg win. Obviously, that man's done a lot in the sport and a lot for the sport. So definitely sad for the last ride, as he calls it. But, you know, obviously, second's great. And like I said, half of me didn't want to win this race just so he could. But anyways, we're here. And huge thank you to all our sponsors, Super Late Series, everybody that's putting this deal together. Obviously, PEI, all the fans, thank you guys for sticking it out. Hopefully it was a good show for everybody, and we look forward to the next one.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one in 660. Obviously, championship now to think about. It's real close between you and Ashton Tucker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think about that too much, but we're just going to try and go out and win the next race and hopefully have another good run. We're kind of getting on a roll here. So Summer Clash next and then back to 660. So certainly look forward to it.
Let's give all the sponsors on this race car their thanks here tonight.
Yeah, huge thank you to Chris Fournier, Remax, Bumper to Bumper, Livingston Steel, King Freight Lines. God, there's so many people. Huge thank you to Driveline, Excel, GS Racing, King Competition for everything they put into this and me and allowed me to come do this and a shop to work out of and all that. Makes a huge difference for me. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be here. So huge kudos to them, Andrew, Jonathan, Todd, everybody back at the shop, Dave, Sandra in the office. For all the help I get from them, and then just all the crew that comes out. you know, it all makes it work. Otherwise, we'd be sitting in the stands watching this. So huge thanks to them. Thanks to GS Plumbing and Plant Seafood also for helping out. And yeah, just excited to get one here. Felt like we should have last week, and just really excited to get one.
So Andrew's buying the pizza tomorrow at King Racing, right?
Actually, I think I'm supposed to buy it. The winner buys. So look forward to that, and look forward to celebrating a little tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Hall, your winner tonight with the Easy-Kleen Super Late Model Series. Second place, getting some podium photos. Well, Greg, we'll get you on over here. We'll see if we can get this microphone to work. Make work a little bit after this, but Greg, a great run tonight for this race car for what could be the final ride for this car here at Oyster Bed Speedway. Podium run here in a place you've won before. Talk about your night.
Yeah, it was kind of off to a slow start. The car wasn't great in practice, but between Corey and Andrew and the crew, we threw our heads together and figured something out, and that's pretty good of Corey, you know, racing against him, and he comes over to help us too. And it definitely made a big difference, and just I ran out of water. I didn't have any water all race, and I said I'm a little bit parched now, but I think the younger fellow got the best of me today, but it was a great race, racing Corey, and congratulations to him.
Is there anywhere we're going to see you for this season? Are you going to go to the final race at 660?
No, as of right now, I got a couple more obligations for the sponsor. We're going to go to the Atlantic Cat Race or Summer Clash or whatever they call it, and probably the last one in Riverside, and likely Mike Stevens.
Well, let's give the sponsors their thanks here tonight on a great run. Some guys that have been with you for a long, long time on that.
Yeah, of course, my parents is now Loyalist Holdings, but it's still my parents that were always behind me. And Atlantic Dodge Dealer's been a long time with us, you know, 15 years. And Nick's towing, and he come on the last couple of years, big help. And, of course, King Competition for everything they do. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be racing anymore.
I heard Nick makes a good steak. Are we going to celebrate?
Oh, I imagine. Get him to buy it.
Greg Proud comes home second here tonight at Oyster Bed Speedway. Let's hear it for him. And we will see if this works. We will wade our way through a crowd of people. We'll get driver number 40 over here, Robbie McEwen. Third place here tonight. Let's hear it for Robbie McEwen, folks. Rob, once again, you and that here tonight.
Yeah, we had a pretty good battle there. It sucks. I don't know. We just kind of got together coming out of 4. I don't know if they cut a tire down, so that's too bad. We were running good and hard, and you know, I know Darren, he would never turn us or anything like that. It's just good hard racing. We always lean on each other, so it sucks, you know, that they had a flat, but we're pretty happy to capitalize and have a third tonight. We didn't have the car we had last week, and we're pretty happy with third.
On the podium all last year. Now you've podium a handful of times. It's got to feel pretty good with this team.
Oh, it feels good, but it's just hard work from myself and everybody on the team. We, you know, we put just as much effort as anyone else into this, I think. So we're just finally getting the finishes we deserve this year.
So thanks here tonight with all the great sponsors on this race car and some new sponsors that have been on the last couple of weeks.
Oh, we got a lot of great sponsors. We got Beaton Racing, Rising Construction, Dan McGrath, Phillips Auto Sales, McLean's Garage, Island Auto Supply, Fitzpatrick and Company Consultant. We got Hillside Chevrolet. I know I'm probably forgetting one or two, but just got a great bunch, and definitely couldn't do it without them.
Be the all-nighter tonight that it was last week?
No, probably not. We're definitely going to have a few drinks afterwards and celebrate a long, hot day, and yeah, cold beer is going to taste good here in a bit. Thanks, Jesse.
That is Robbie McEwen, third place run here tonight. Folks, that will do it for the Easy-Kleen Super Model Series portion of tonight's event. We thank you for coming out. Obviously, we've got great racing from Oyster Bed Speedway still to go, but join us in a couple of weeks' time at Speedway 6. Crown a 2024 Series champion on 17th. Recar 150% entire round number 6. For everybody here at the racetrack, Chapman Bros Construction, Hynes Paving, Easy-Kleen, all of our great marketing partners, all the drivers and crews. We thank you for coming out here tonight, and If you're heading home now, please drive safe on your way home. If you're staying to watch the rest of the racing, please enjoy the rest of tonight's event.
For fun to the ramp, for fun to the ramp. Lloyd to the flag stand. Lloyd to the flag stand. You're allowed to share the checker flag, Fournier. Ladies and gentlemen, now on the track, we got our Chris's Bobcat Services Mini Stock 30-lap Super Series. Before we get to the introductions, we want to wish a special happy birthday in turn number 3. Rumor has it it's her 40th birthday. Happy birthday to Leanne. Hopefully your boyfriend will get off the knee this year. Or down on the knee. Put a ring on it. Happy birthday, Leanne. 40. Woo! First up in our Chris's Bobcat Mini Stock Super Series division. From Bulgar Motorsports, Art Carpentry and Flooring, Cavendish Farms, Captain Mike McCauley, O'Connor Glass, and Shaw's Towing, number 17, Corbin McCauley. From Go Chase Auto Repair, Andy's Tire, and Phillip Auto Sales, Mills Gardening, KJL Select Meats, Troy Doucette Electric, CNS Fisheries, PD Construction, Doucette's Towing and Saute Salvage, number 3, Campbell Stewart. From Go Chase Auto Repair, John Perry Motorsports, Charlottetown Bottle of Metal, King Competition, Chapel Welding, Snap-on, and Spence Communications, number 10, Austin Corrigan. From Alvin's Auto Sales, Resticon, Full Tank Auto, A1 Auto Sales, The Brothers Home Improvement, number 69, Cash Bridges. From Thomas and Carver, AA Mechanical, Sam's Tire, Magnum PEI, Regulars, Firewood and Logging, Moore's Lumber Mill Limited, Healthy Body and Mind, A Cut Above Hair and Aesthetics, Dirk E-Bins, J&D Woodworking, Insurance Inspections, Half Snap, Route 17, Mobile Maintenance, Go With The Flow, Traffic Control, number 2, Ricky Bedell. From Sam's Restaurant, Cornwall, Gas Stores, Alvin's Auto Sales and Service, and McTavish Racing, number 76, Randy McTavish. We got number 6, Blaze Roberts. Behind the 6 on the outside, number 13, Rosie Kitson. From Alvin's Auto Sales and Service, Burlington Go-Karts, Kenetech Cleaning Technology, Bridge Custom Designs, Fitzpatrick and Company Consulting, Randy Miller from Miller Boys Racing, Palmer's Mobile Service, and AC Repair, Lemon Painter, East Coast Mobile Blasting, Compassion First Care, the 9.5 of Jeff Bridges. And at the back, can see them all from the start with 30 to go. It's the 24 of Clea Doucette. Your parts for truck, Oyster Bed, pace cars in. Corbin McCauley's going to lead us into turn 3 out of turn 4. Flagman Lloyd's ready to roll. And we're green here at Oyster Bed. McCauley out to the early lead. Austin Corrigan second. Cash Bridges on the inside third. And on the outside fourth, here comes Randy McTavish. We're 3 wide behind them. It's Bedell, Roberts, and Corrigan. Jeff Bridges right there. We're bumping. We're rolling here. We got excitement early here at Oyster Bed. McCauley on the lead. Into turn 1 out of turn 2, it's Corbin McCauley. Campbell Stewart in that 3 car now on the outside. Randy McTavish, Cash Bridges looking to make. What's it? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Chevy key fob at the pit gate entrance. If you're looking for a Chevy key fob, it is at the pit gate entrance. Thank you. Corbin McCauley on the outside there. Here comes the 69 at Cash Bridges. And it's the 3 at Campbell Stewart and Randy McTavish. 4 of them are all bunched up into turn 3 and out of turn 4. Cash Bridges, your new race leader. We got 25 to go here, and your Chris's Bobcat Mini Stock Super Series. Cash Bridges all alone here on the front. Randy McTavish second, Campbell Stewart third, and then it's Jeff Bridges and Corbin McCauley. They're spaced out back to Blaze Roberts, Austin Corrigan, a few back to Ricky Bedell, and then it's Rosie Kitson and Kayla Doucette. Right now it's Cash Bridges, 20 to go here near Chris's Bobcat Services Mini Stock Super Series. Into turn number 1, and Randy McTavish is looking to track down the 69 of Cash Bridges. He's got 19 laps. There's lots of time for anything to happen here in this 30-lap feature. Cash Bridges on the lead. Randy McTavish continues the battle second. Campbell Stewart third. They're single file back to Jeff Bridges. Those four are now spaced out from the rest of the field as they head into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Cash Bridges now coming up on lap cars. Kayla Doucette and Rosie Kitson. Randy McTavish still second on the outside. Then back to Campbell Stewart, Jeff Bridges. Those four continue to be our race leaders here. We got just over 16 to go. Can McTavish, Stewart, or Bridges, can they catch up to that 69 car of Cash Bridges? We're going to find out here. Into turn 1 and out of turn 2. McTavish looking like he's inching closer and closer every turn to the back wheel of the 69 of Cash Bridges. Out of turn number 2, into turn 3, and Randy McTavish has now found the back bumper of the 69 at Cash Bridges. It's 69, 76, and then the big 95 and 3 are following directly behind into turn number 1. Cash Bridges got 13 to go, and he's got his work cut out for him. McTavish will come, Bridges will come, and Stewart, they'll come from every angle. Will the 69 be able to hold them off? We're going to find out. We got 12 to go here at the High Bank Oval. We're now into single digits here with 9 to go, and right now it's a 4-car race. We got the 69 of Cash Bridges right on the back bumper, following the 76 of Randy McTavish, and the 95 of Jeff Bridges, and the 3 of Campbell Stewart. Any one of these 4 could win it. Cash Bridges looking to fend them off. McTavish looking to make a push. And Jeff Bridges and Campbell Stewart are looking to execute on any mistake made by the front 2 here with just over 8 to go. Cash Bridges now into out of turn number 4. Holding on to that lead. McTavish is going to make a push here. Trying to get to that back bumper once again. 3 to go, and the 69 of Cash Bridges still fending off the lead. Second now, the 95 of Jeff Bridges as he's going to look to make a push. Back to third on the inside is McTavish, and then is Campbell Stewart. Bridges is all alone in first. Bridges is all alone in second. 69 out of turn number 2. He's been all alone from the get-go. Can he hold him off here? Into turn 3, out of turn 4. Only one that can catch him's the 95, the 3, and the 76. Out of turn 2, Cash Bridges still in full control. Into turn 3, out of turn 4, and Mr. Cash Bridges is driving into victory lane. Up for second, the 95 of Jeff Bridges, and for third, the 3 of Campbell Stewart. Outlaw at the ramp. Outlaw at the ramp. Correction on the birthday to Leanne. It was her 41st birthday. Sorry about that, Leanne. Happy 41st. Now picking up his checker flag. It's his